guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen, and today we're going to be redoing my playroom. This is a space that my girls use just about every day, and I'm really excited to be updating it and make it a little bit more functional for us. You'll see some really weird blue tape on the wall. Those are just holes that I need to patch up, but I'm really excited. I have a rug coming. These baskets over here are all going to be getting changed out. I have a bookcase that's going to be going in the corner right here. That's going to be from Ikea. We'll be putting that together. And I just have a whole bunch of different things that's going to be going on here. The nugget, I'm not sure if I want to keep it here or not. I may end up moving it, relocating it to another space. Over in this corner over here, I'm eventually going to be getting a desk. I want to make myself a little office so that I can do some work while the girls are playing. And yeah, I'm really excited to get started on this. So let's go. So the first thing I like to do with any space is to basically take everything out of all the baskets and bins and start going through and categorizing like items. So I've basically taken all of the baskets that have now been emptied, and I'm going through and I'm just sorting everything out into different categories. As I'm in the process of putting things into baskets, I'll also figure out if there's things I need to get rid of, things that need to be donated, or things that maybe just need to be put away and come out at a different time. I do like to try to rotate the girls' toys out every once in a while. It's not something that I do on a regular basis, but it's something that I do want to start doing more regularly. It's always fun to include your children, especially if it's in a place like this, which is their playroom, because they get to help out. And I'm also trying to teach them the value of getting rid of things that you no longer play with, and that we can donate it and give it to other kids who might need it. It'll help them in the future when they get older and they have their own space. Okay, so I've gone through all of the toys, and what I'm going to do now is the girls' Legos. I'm actually going to sort through them, and I'm going to figure out the ones that I want to sell, because I think I'm going to switch them over from the Duplos to regular Legos. So I'm actually going to sort out all of the sets so that I can try to sell them or give them away or whatever, but I just want to make sure everything's complete. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So we went through and we sorted everything out. I actually ended up having to pull out the instruction manuals and put some of the stuff together because I couldn't figure out which pieces went to which. So I have 3 bags here of stuff, and then we have one over there that Avery's taking apart, and one over there that Luna is doing as well. So we have all of our complete sets, and they're ready to go. And then I think we might end up switching these out for regular Legos, but we'll see what happens. Welcome to day 2. Here we are putting together our Ikea bookcase that I had mentioned earlier that I'm going to be putting into the corner. I actually really enjoy building furniture. I know a lot of people actually complain about it. I just think it's really fun to put little things together. So Wes and I like to tag team and put these together. This was one of those Billy bookcases. I think it was around $90 or so. It was pretty reasonable. I'm going to basically be putting their books and maybe just a couple other miscellaneous things on here. So we're going to be putting this together and we'll be putting it into the corner. while Wes is securing the bookcase to the wall, I'm going to go ahead and start vacuuming this old foam playmat that we had. We've only had it for about 2 years and it's actually served us really well, but our dog's nails tend to poke holes in it, so I've decided to replace it with a rug that I've just bought off of Amazon, and I just want to vacuum it, try to get it a little bit clean. I'm going to disassemble it and then I'm going to list it for sale. time has finally come for me to open up this rug. I actually bought this a few months ago and haven't even opened it to see what it looks like. I've been waiting to get all of the stuff for the playroom before we started putting it together. So right now I'm just basically laying out the mat that's going to go underneath the rug. I know right now that the mat is actually too long for the rug. When I ordered it, I already knew the sizing was going to be off. So I'm going to have to go through later and actually trim it. I'll show you how I'm going to do that later. But right now I'm just unwrapping the rug for the big reveal. part that I'm going to actually be cutting the mat. Like I said earlier, I knew that the mat was going to be too large for the rug, and what I decided was the easiest way to cut it was to go ahead and make a line with a permanent marker on the mat itself, and then I'm going through with a craft knife and a straight edge or my ruler, and I'm just going over it a couple times to cut through the mat. It was the cleanest way that I found to cut it. I probably should have used something a little thicker, like maybe a box cutter or something, but this ended up working out really well and I got a really clean straight line. So I've switched all the girls' stuff around. I got this cute little basket from Target that I put their dress-up clothes in. And then I decided to keep these top baskets. I'd like to find something different later on, but for right now it's what works. So right now I have this as like their dress-up stuff, you know, glasses and bracelets and all that kind of stuff. And then this drawer down here, or this bin down here, has more of their dress-up stuff, kind of pretend, you know, backpacks, hats. They have some shoes and stuff like that down there and stuff too. So that's what this one is. This one has all of their doll house furniture and some of their little dollhouse people. I don't know what you call them, dollhouse dolls. They have all that right there, which I eventually would like to put in here and organize all nicely, but we'll kind of figure that out. And then below that has baby doll stuff. So there's baby dolls in here. There's also some of their Barbies and some of their other smaller toys and stuff. So those are in there. The next bin over, these are Polly Pockets. They don't have a lot of them right now because we just got them, I think for Christmas, they just got them. So, you know, as we get more, we can put some in there. And then below here, this is their Legos. Again, they don't have a lot of them just because we only started getting them for Christmas. So they have a few of them down there, room to grow. And I'll probably eventually come in later and get some bins that I can stick in here that'll be easier to sort everything out because I don't like it all a mess. But for right now, this is what we're gonna do. Then over here we have their blocks. I'm probably gonna switch this out with these. These are those magnet tiles that stick together. These I'm going to keep as like both this top basket and this bottom basket as like creative, whatever you want to call it, building type things. So I might switch them because I realize that whatever is in an open basket up on top, they tend to gravitate towards more. Obviously, if it's in a closed basket, you don't see it. So it might be something I kind of switch out here and there. We'll kind of see about that. So that's how I have it set up right now. And then we'll get ready to do the shelf here. So I have to admit, I don't actually love decorating shelves. I don't know why, but for some reason I have the hardest time figuring out what to put where, what looks good, and it never just seems done to me. But this part was a little bit easier because I did have the lower shelves I wanted to utilize for the things that the girls could reach easily. So obviously I have their books. They have a ton of different coloring books and activity books that I wanted to stick up here. It'll eventually be going into the living room because that's where they do all of that, but for right now we're going to be putting it here. And then I'm also going to be putting these, using these bags that I found on Amazon to be putting their little items in. I know a lot of influencers have been using these lately and they're actually kind of cool, so I decided to try them out myself. And I'm just going to be storing all of their loose items in these and then putting these into these Ikea bins that I'll be putting at the bottom of the shelf. Now this part was a little bit more fun. I actually was able to do some more decorating with stuff that I liked that didn't have to be necessarily kid-friendly, if that's what you want to call it, because obviously the girls can't reach all the way up here, so I was able to do a little bit more fun decor up on this top part. As you can see, the picture that I bought didn't actually fit, but we're going to try to make it work. Most of these items I got were at Hobby Lobby, but a lot of them can be found on Amazon. I'll try to link anything that I have below so that you guys can purchase them if you like them. So I'm definitely no expert when it comes to putting up pictures, but because I like to switch things around a lot, I decided that I'm going to use command hooks and I'm going to put them up in my own little quirky way. So what you see that I just did there was I basically eyeballed where I wanted it. I put a little marker on the wall, or a little pencil line on the wall, and I'm basically measuring from the ceiling all the way down to where that mark is. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the hook on the back of the picture and measure the difference between the top of the picture and where that hook is, so that I know where to place the command hook so that I can have the picture match with the top of the line that I just put onto the wall. I'm basically going to do the same thing onto the other side. I'm going to go ahead and take my measurements so that I have everything in a straight line. From that point, I'm going to go ahead and put my command hooks up and hope that everything lines up. hope you guys enjoyed watching me make over my playroom for my girls. I had a lot of fun doing it, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more content in the future. Bye!